you know, but if you don't, my name is Tiffany and I'm on a 40-pound weight loss journey. So this is week number 2, guys. Okay, so we made it to week number 2. Very excited, even though I did not lose the weight that I thought I was going to lose, but it's all good, okay? It is all good, honey, because like it's a few different factors that played into this week. So coming into this week, I actually have a clip of my starting weight right here. Okay, and then I also have week 1's video attached down below. So that was my starting weight. That first week of keto, you always lose the most weight in that first week, okay? Because it's like you shock the body, it's getting adjusted to being on the keto diet and dropping this amount of carbs. And honestly, guys, listen, I am not a professional. I'm just someone that's here, that's familiar with I'm familiar with quite a few diets, but the keto diet has always worked for me the best. I started week 2 at 208.4, which is not bad. Like, you know, it was really good for my first week coming from 214. So coming into week number 2, I only came down not that much. Like, I have my weight attached above right here. Okay, so I weighed in this week at 207.8. I'm not gonna be too upset about it though, because I did lose so much in that first week that, you know, if I'm down like 3/4 of a pound or whatever, I'm happy with it. It's all good. 6.8 pounds in 2 weeks is great. It's huge, you know. So this week, I did pretty well as far as the eating. I have been doing intermittent fasting since week 1. I can't remember if I said that in my first video, but I have been doing the 16-8 method. And if you're not familiar with that, all that means is that you have an 8-hour eating window, and you can set this however you want, right? But I have an 8-hour eating window where I eat, and then the other 16 hours out of the day I fast. That usually works pretty well for me. Intermittent fasting helps me to get back all the way disciplined though. It makes me be disciplined in the fact of, okay, you can only eat within these hours. And if I only eat within those hours, then 9 times out of 10, I'm consuming less calories than if I was just snacking all day. Because once you start eating and that sugar level, you know, your insulin level starts to spike, you become hungry. So either you're eating meals or you're snacking all day, and for me, that's what I do. Okay, and I like for it to be controlled in a eating window. Now, during my fasting hours, I typically only sip on either water. Most of the time, not water though, right? Like I sip on usually black coffee. Mind you, I feel like I am, if there is a such thing, I am a, what's the word or phrase I'm looking for? My title. I am like a professional coffee drinker, okay? Meaning that like I know exactly how I like my coffee. I know exactly when I want my coffee. I'm very particular about the coffee cream and the sugar, even if it's Splenda, okay? So I love coffee, and I love coffee made right with sugar and cream. Even if it's Splenda and cream, I love it. And I know some people don't use Splenda because they say it's a hint of sugar in there, blah, 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 blah. But it works for me, okay? It works for me. So, but I like that. But when I'm on a keto diet, like it spikes my sugar to put coffee in, you know, sugar and cream and all that stuff. And I usually don't even use it that much anyways on a keto diet because Like, I don't want to waste my carbs on that. Like, I don't want to waste my carbs on that. So when I am at, like, when I'm up and I'm fasting, I usually like to just sip on black coffee. Black coffee for me does it. You know why? Although I feel like I'm like this professional coffee drinker, I love coffee, right? I do. And I love coffee made right. Let's be clear. Like, that's the bottom line. I love coffee made right to me. My right. Okay? Not everybody else's, but mine. I love coffee with sugar and cream. And when I drink black coffee and I sip on black coffee, when I tell you that stuff is so disgusting that it totally throws my taste buds off, and I don't want anything to eat at that point. Like, it ruins like my appetite. And that's, for me, that's a good thing because that helps me get through my fasting window. So that's what I do. It works for me. I sip on that black coffee. I start to get a little hungry. I'll be like, you know what? Let me get my coffee out. I sip on my little black coffee. And all of a sudden, I don't want anything anymore. Perfect. Exactly what I need, exactly what I want. And then in my 8-hour eating window, I just do what I do. Like, I eat the way I'm supposed to eat. This week, though, in my second week, I was not as good with my fasting window every day this week. So I do feel like that played a factor because I felt like I would that window where you feel like the fat is burning and all this stuff because you haven't eaten and your body is digesting and it's burning all this fat, right? I messed that up a couple days this week, like 2 or 3 days this week. So I do feel like that had a direct effect on me not losing as much. Not saying I would have lost another, however many pounds that was in that first week. I'm not saying that. Almost 6 pounds, but I did think I would at least get to 2 pounds. Like, I'm so shy of that. So, whatever. But this week, like I said, I messed up a little bit on intermittent fasting, although I was still intermittent fasting. I did work out 3 days this week doing the kickboxing class that you guys see me do a couple little clips with in that first week. So I did that 3 times. I also feel like when you start to become active, like consistently active with working out, that you tend to not lose that much weight in like a certain period of time, whether it's like for a couple of weeks or something like that, because it's like you might be building a little bit of muscle, your body might be what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's shifting things where they need to be. Okay, that's where I'm trying to get to. So, and sometimes in that process, like, you won't lose as much weight when you're just starting to consistently work out if you hadn't been that consistent in the past. Okay, so I do feel like that played a factor. And then, of course, me and my husband went to Applebee's last night, and I had a drink. Ladies, if you know anything about the ketogenic diet, if you have like a frozen margarita, oh, you've just blown your whole keto diet for the day. And you have to look at it as just for the day, honey, because today is Saturday and I'm back on it, okay? But I do feel like me, going from like a long extended hours of sleep, like amount of sleep over the night, into today being my last day of the week, I do feel like I would have been able to lose a little bit more on the scale today. Like, I do feel like that. But seeing the fact that I didn't do what I should have done last night. I didn't need that drink, but it used to be my favorite back when we were dating, and we would go there all the time, and I had to have a frozen strawberry margarita with wait, did I say strawberry? Just strawberry? No, frozen strawberry mango margarita with sugar on the rim. And I just love that drink, but I had it last night. I didn't need to have it. They made it wrong the first time. They didn't really make it wrong, right? But they made it. And I just could see it sitting over there on the bar for like 15-20 minutes. And in today's time, like, I don't want my food sitting on any open bar for 15-20 minutes with all these people circling around. So they made me another one, but that was my way out. Like, that was my way out. Like, they had been messing up on my stuff all night. That was my way out, but I did not take that out. Like, I did not, and that's my fault. So next week, which starts for me, well, technically next week starts tomorrow, but I am back on it. Like, I'm gonna be on my intermittent fasting better. I had like quite a few snacks this week, like, because I wasn't really preparing my lunch that much, so this week is gonna be different. Like, I am going to do a meal replacement with at least 2 to 3 boiled eggs this week, just one meal replacement, and then the other 2 meals will be, you know, just regular keto things, and if I have a sprinkle of keto snacks in between here and there, that's cool. But what I was doing was I was stopping at the gas station while I was at work, and when I'm at work, guys, I'm like on the road, so it's easy for me to just kind of stop somewhere. So I was like stopping at the gas station, like the gas stations that I knew had like some keto things. But the problem is when you do that, like if it's not enough to fill you up like a meal, like you find yourself like wanting to get something else, and then you just end up having all these little snacks during the day. Like I ended up having like this little snack. If I have a picture, I'll attach it above, but it's like a little snack. It's like called California something, and it has like the little bite-sized salami pieces, and it'll have like the little provolone cheese cubes, and it's cool. It's good. I want to say it's about, it might be like around 300 calories for that, but they give you quite a bit, so it's cool, right? It's a cool little snack, but honestly, it don't fill me up. So I'm like in trouble with that. All right, guys. So listen, I have rambled enough. I know I have. I will do, I'll show you guys kind of where I am today, but honestly, like I will do like a straight up 1 month update to show like where I am with the first week and the 4th week side by side, so you can get a good comparison. I know going from 1 week to the next week, even if you see something on the scale, you may not see anything when you visually look from 1 week to the next. So I don't want to do it every single week, but I will always give you guys a little snapshot. And if I did not say so already, my plan is to upload every Sunday and check in every single week, give you an update, let you know how I did that week, let you know what I may have incorporated that week. And yeah, thank you for following this journey, and I will see you on my next one. So until then, bye.